May I?
Okay. You have your video camera there, so this is going to be a doozy.
Well, we'll see.
Go ahead, sir.
Okay. Just before your book came out, something happened that the Washington Post, the New York Times, and many Pulitzer Prize-winning journalists have recognized as an existential threat to the free press. What are your thoughts on the Trump administration's use of the controversial Espionage Act to indict the WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange for publishing classified information in the early 2010s that exposed war crimes, informed the public, and didn't harm anyone?
I appreciate that question. I'm probably not going to give you a satisfactory answer, but I'm going to do the best that I can. I've been asked this question before. I take it from your question and your enthusiasm that you may be a Julian Assange supporter or WikiLeaks supporter. Perhaps that's not the case. Maybe you're just asking the question. I don't know.
In general, I support anybody speaking truth to power.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I do think, and forgive me if you don't agree with me on this, I do think what happened with us in my press pass case is slightly different than what happened with Julian Assange and WikiLeaks. And I could try to talk about that for a few moments, but I don't want to drag it on out forever and ever, and then everybody else doesn't get a chance to get their questions asked, but I'll do the best I can. My understanding about the Julian Assange situation is that, he is being charged not just for trying to speak truth to power and trying to reveal things. He is in trouble for other things. And, what we've seen during the 2016 campaign, where there were contacts between WikiLeaks and Russian operatives, that, I think, takes WikiLeaks and Julian Assange into sort of a different category than just a straight news organization, straight publisher of news around the world. Now, I'm not saying that, I'm not rendering a verdict on Julian Assange. I think he should have his day in court. I think we should see what the facts are, see what they're presented, and let a court let that process play out. I do think that there is a value in whistleblowers, no question about it. And I do think that there is a value in people inside the government dealing with journalists to shine a light on government secrets. No question about it. I mean, during the writing of this book, you can imagine how there are Trump folks who are deeply fearful of speaking on the record with me. I only got a couple of folks to speak on the record with me. Most of them wanted to speak on background. I talked to a national security official with the Trump administration who told me that he didn't know whether or not President Trump was pursuing U.S. interests and was concerned about some of the things that he was doing in terms of his dealings with Vladimir Putin. This official obviously would not be able to talk about those kinds of things on the record. He would be in a lot of trouble. But we need that kind of information. And so I do understand what Julian Assange and WikiLeaks, what the spirit of what they're trying to do, but I can't sit here and endorse everything that they've done and the tactics that they've used to go about presenting the information that they gather to the world. And I hope you can appreciate where I'm coming from on that. That's really all I have to say on the topic.
But I'm specifically asking, thank you for your response. But specifically, I asked about the indictments under the Espionage Act. Yeah. Not allegations of Russian collusion, which the Mueller report said
laws should not be abused to punish journalists and punish publishers of information. But I can't on the fly here interpret what is going on in the Julian Assange case and give you a satisfactory answer that's going to make you feel as though I'm citing.
Just what do you think? Should journalists or be put in prison for publishing classified information? That's the question. Just for publishing classified information. That's the question. That was the question.
I appreciate the time. Thank you.